Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be with you today to present a research study that was published in PLOS ONE. We look at the science of YouTube and the factors that influence users' engagement with online science video. I'm not the only author in this study, and I'd like to acknowledge my co-authors, Shiyu Young, Mike Zinos, and Dietram Schäufele. So what did we do, basically? We were interested in finding out what will promote user engagement with YouTube science video. YouTube is the largest video sharing site in the world. It has 1.5 billion monthly active users. That means 1/3 of internet users. The interesting thing, though, is science content on YouTube really attracts a lot of people. We have more than 1.3 billion subscriptions that are looking at science content for a total of close to 800 million hours. So that means that science content is really one of the most prominent categories on YouTube. However, the science of science communication of what makes a YouTube video successful is really not very clear. Also, we know that algorithms are shaping user engagement. User search suggests a rank of videos for people to look. And we know that this is due to the algorithm that will look at previous search results and content that may be attractive to people and so on. So we explored factors that were not content specific. Beyond just the content, how can we find out how video characteristics can provide audience cues? Actually, we partnered with the American Chemical Society to get a one-of-a-kind comprehensive set of data from YouTube. It's important to say that Chemical Society is a really large YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel that's called Reaction. It's one of the fastest growing science education channel on YouTube. It has 36 million views, 300,000 subscribers when we wrote the paper. So they gave us access to 210 videos. And most interestingly, they gave us access to all the YouTube analytics. And this is really amazing because usually these data are proprietary and only the people that own the YouTube channel have access to that. So what do we mean by user engagement with science video? It has been defined as the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of share, and so on. So we expand the traditional way to think about engagement by adding the average time spent on the video, the average percentage of the video, because sometimes people start a video but don't finish it, the number of subscribers gained by the video, and the number of playlists the video is added to. So our research question was really to what extent are video characteristics and social endorsement cues embedded in YouTube environment associated with level of user engagement on science videos. We were fortunate to have access to dozens of variables. This is what not in a lab, and so it's a natural environment, and very few research have done that. And so what we did is that all those variables that are linked to the audience characteristic, male, age, time spent, and so on, allowed us to conduct what we call the multivariate analysis. These are sophisticated statistical analyses that allow us to link what we call independent variables, characteristics of the viewers, the type of video characteristics, and so on, to what we call a dependent variable is the level of engagement. And we had 7 levels from like, comments, and shares, posting, and so on. So what are our results? We showed that actually for this science video, we had a younger, predominantly male audience and then less female audience and less older viewers. And this is actually consistent with past research with YouTube in general. Also, videos that were watched to mobile phones generated more likes, more shared, and more dislikes. Obviously, that means that we should do shorter videos. Keep in mind, I think one of the take-home message of this research is like every 1 minute added in length to the video was associated with 1/6 decrease in views. And also, we need to actually make female more represented in those science-com video. It has been actually shown that females are underrepresented in science-com video content on YouTube. It's also interesting to see that most views were from non-subscribers from the YouTube channel. But the subscribers are more engaged, and this is normal, right? If you subscribe to a channel, it's because you are more interested in this. But they were not the one who actually had the most views. It was mainly coming from non-subscribers. Likely, what we call social cues, the fact that people like or share and so on, were associated with engagement. But interestingly enough, the more dislikes were associated with less views, but were associated with more comments. So this brings me to one of my take-home messages from this study today. What is the goals of science communication online? Do we want to foster engagement and discussion and so on? Do we want to promote likes, shares, and so on? It's important to actually really think carefully why we are doing this type of video sharing and what are the type of outcomes we want to reach, thinking carefully about our goals, taking into account research insights, and paying attention as more research will look more in detail in video characteristics and how they promote user engagement.